Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing great. Today, we're taking a look at Xiaomi's latest flagship, the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max. At first glance, it looks almost identical to the iPhone 17 Pro Max, but once you hold it, the difference becomes obvious. On the back is a secondary display that completely changes how this phone feels and works. With the 17 Pro Max, Xiaomi is taking a bold step forward in both design and functionality. In this video, we'll explore its design, display, performance, camera, and that massive 7,500 mAh battery. So, is the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max really as powerful and innovative as it looks? Let's find out. Unboxing. When we open the box, here's what we get. A transparent protective case, a 100-watt fast charger, a Type-C cable, and yes, the screen already comes with a factory-applied protective film, so it's ready to go right out of the box. Design. At first glance, the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max feels familiar. The squared edges, the clean symmetry, you'd almost mistake it for Apple's design book. But give it a second longer, and you'll see where Xiaomi's creativity shines through. That secondary display on the back isn't just for show. It's real, it's functional, and it gives this phone a personality of its own. I've been using the smoked purple variant, and it's gorgeous. Premium to the touch, thanks to its aluminum frame and Dragon Crystal Glass 3 protection. At just 8mm thin and 219 grams, it's lighter and sleeker than the iPhone 17 Pro Max, while somehow packing a massive 7,500 mAh battery inside. That's nearly 50% more than what Apple offers. And yes, it's tough too, with an IP68 rating for water and dust resistance. The buttons feel tactile, the build screams precision, and overall, it's that rare phone that looks familiar, but feels entirely new. Display. Up front sits a 6.9-inch LTPO AMOLED panel, running at a buttery smooth 120Hz and blasting up to 3,500 nits of peak brightness. It's bright, it's fluid, and even under harsh sunlight, it's effortlessly legible. Watching 4K HDR content feels incredible. Colors pop without being overdone, and the Dolby Atmos stereo speakers make it a full-on multimedia experience. But the real surprise lies at the back. The secondary 2.83-inch AMOLED display is where Xiaomi got playful. You can show widgets, animated pets, or even AI-generated wallpapers based on your own photos. You can control your music, display a clock, or, if you buy the optional retro gaming case, even turn it into a mini Game Boy-style console. And yes, that secondary display doubles as a selfie viewfinder, letting you record up to 8K 30 frames per second videos using the rear cameras. It's both creative and convenient, even if it might turn into a novelty over time. Performance. Under the hood, the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max runs the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, paired with up to 16GB of LPDDR5X RAM and 1TB of UFS 4.1 storage. It's incredibly powerful. I opened over 30 apps in the background. Not a single one restarted. Geekbench scores were solid, easily outperforming last year's Snapdragon 8 Elite. Unfortunately, since this was a China variant, I couldn't sideload or test popular games like COD Mobile or Genshin Impact. But based on what I've seen, performance is nothing short of flagship grade. Software. Running on Android 16-based HyperOS 3, this is Xiaomi at its cleanest and most confident. The interface flows with that liquid glass aesthetic, inspired by iOS 26, but refined in a way that feels uniquely Xiaomi. Animations are buttery smooth, transitions are cinematic, and every tap feels deliberate thanks to the crisp haptics. Switch between the main and rear displays and it just happens. Take a photo on the front, flip the phone, and boom, the view shifts instantly. You can even pin reminders, notes, or images on the rear display like digital post-its, a small touch that makes a big difference in daily use. Customization everywhere. clock faces, fonts, icon shapes, AI wallpapers, all just a few taps away without diving into endless menus. HyperOS 3 finally feels mature, clean, smart, and beautifully responsive. It's not trying to copy anyone anymore. It's standing tall, confident in its own identity. Camera. This is where Xiaomi flexes its muscles. The Leica branded quad camera system is pure art. Every single lens, 50 megapixels. From the Light Hunter 950L primary to the 5x periscope telephoto, the ultrawide, and even the selfie camera, every one of them means business. The main sensor? It captures photos that look straight out of a movie. That Leica contrast, the cinematic tones, the way light rolls across skin tones. It's mesmerizing. Low light? No problem. Even in dim rooms or neon streets, shots come out bright, clean, and sharp, with almost no noise. It just refuses to struggle. Zoom in? 5 times, 10 times, even beyond, and you'll notice something rare. The colors stay consistent. The details stay crisp. That's Leica calibration at work. The ultrawide is the only one that slightly softens around the corners. Good, but not perfect. Still, the overall experience? Premium. Now, selfies. Yeah, the front camera does a solid job. Sharp, clean, no complaints there. But the moment you flip the phone around and start using those rear Leica lenses with the secondary display, everything changes. Suddenly, you're not just taking a selfie, you're framing a professional shot. The angles, the detail, the clarity, everything looks next level. It honestly feels like your smartphone just replaced a professional camera. And that's the magic here. Xiaomi and Leica didn't just team up. They created something cinematic. A fusion of hardware and artistry that actually feels alive. Battery. Let's talk about durability. A 7,500 mAh battery sounds almost impossible for a phone this thin, but here we are. I streamed 4K YouTube overnight, and the battery only dropped from 100% to 79%. That's insane. Then there's the charging. 100 watts wired, 50 watts wireless. It went from 1% to 100% in just 35 minutes. I tested it myself. Even from 50% to full, just 15 minutes. That's faster than some laptop chargers. And when you combine that speed with that endurance, you're looking at a phone that practically never dies. Conclusion. So, is the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max worth it? Honestly, yes. It borrows a few things from Apple, the name, the design, the polish, but where Apple plays safe, Xiaomi experiments. It's thinner, lighter, more powerful, and definitely bolder. That secondary screen, that massive 7,500 mAh battery, that 100-watt charging, this phone isn't following the rules, it's rewriting them. So here's my verdict. Maybe Xiaomi copied Apple's homework, but this time, they might have turned it in better. What do you think? Is this the boldest phone of the year, or just a clever imitation? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.